What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Fab, Freddie Fox, America's Big Brother, and we back with the Saturday Night Sit Down. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Fab, Freddie Fox, and we back with another episode of the Saturday Night Sit Down. And for the second night in a row, we sitting down with my boy Rome. What's going on, man?
What's up, fam? How are you?
I'm good, man. Well, again, 2 days in a row, man. Let's let you be known. You're the first to do it, bro. You're the first to do it on my show, back-to-back nights, man. So congratulations on that, man.
I love the consistency. I love it. I love it. I like it. I like it.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man. So who he is, man? We here with the Saturday Night Sit Down, man. Now, this is a little bit different from yesterday's show. So this show right here is really just aiming at, the struggles that we go through and becoming a man, and growing up. And, we all face different trials, different things that affect us. And a lot of times, like I said, we're forced to keep our feelings to ourselves and, and really kind of face things alone because of how society's set up. You know what I mean? We got to man up. We can't show no feelings. We can't show no emotion. And with this, I'm trying to break that cycle, because we do have feelings, we do got emotions, and when we keep that inside, it really eats at us and really leads us to a lot of depression. Because I can't see one man who hasn't said that he hasn't faced some sort of depression at one point in their life, and because they got to keep that to themselves, So, I'm glad to have you on here again, like I told you yesterday, and another reason why I want to have you on here because your mindset is beautiful, man. Where you at right now, being, about to be 27. And really just wanted to make moves to yourself and moving it in a direction that's positive. And through your podcast or What It Is podcast, give people a voice to explain that they're more than just what society paints them as. So I'm definitely glad to have you on here, my man.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you as always, man.
Yeah, man. So let's get into it, man. So my first question to everybody on this show really is, to you, if you had to think about it, right? What are some of the main characteristics or qualities you feel it takes to be a good man or a good person?
I mean, like, for me, I don't expect nothing back. You feel me? Like, I really don't expect nothing back from people. I'm always the type of person, like, I like to give back. So, a man that likes to give back, that's a plus. A man who know how to get up and get off his ass and work a 9 to 5 and get a check some type of way, definitely. When it comes down to, like, you feel like you about to crash and burn, and like you just like sit back and think about it for a minute, like get your mind and thoughts together and get up and start grinding and doing what you gotta do and take care of your business. After a while, everything will be all right. I feel like that's what it takes to be a man. Everything really just mentally, like mentally.
Yeah, man, and it's strong because it is all a mental game, right? If you don't have, that's why I keep going back to your mindset. If you don't got a strong mindset, you're gonna break real easy. You know what I mean? You're gonna fold. You're not gonna have that consistency. You're not gonna have that inner voice pushing you to keep doing to keep doing the right thing. So I want to touch on the first thing that you said, right? Is really just giving with no expectation. You know what I mean? And really just doing it out of the kindness of your heart. And that's I'm big on that myself, man. I love to help people any which way I can. You know what I mean? Coming up when I was around your age, man, and doing certain things, there was days where I kid you not, man, I wouldn't answer my phone. You know what I mean? Because I was like, today's gonna be my day where I just go out and do as many good deeds as I possibly can. You know what I mean? If it's just hold the door for the old lady, pay for somebody coffee, give somebody a kind word, anything to try to make somebody else's day better. And the reason I did that, I said I always do it for selfish reasons because it makes me feel good that I'm doing something positive. You know what I mean? That I'm able to brightens up somebody's day or really make somebody feel and change their state of mind. So that is very key. And I love how you said that, just really giving back. Where did that come from for you? Is that something that you just seen for yourself, or did you see other people do that, or where did you develop that from?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, like it's a little bit of both, really. But I really seen it like from like the older people, like my grandma for one. Like I done seen her do it so many times when I was young. Like if she had it, like she was gonna give it to us or anybody so far as the family. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, she didn't really expect nothing back. She might throw like a little slick comment and new little water holes, be fine. But she wasn't really bigger pressed on that. You know, if you do it, you do it. You know, type thing. That's how I am. Like if you do it, you do it. If
You
you
know,
if you give my $20 back, you give my $20 back. But that, I mean, you do it, you do it.
yeah, man, and I think that's that. I thought of the example that you said it too. Like if you loan somebody money, right? Like I'm starting to live by that motto. I heard somebody say like I don't loan my friends money, right? I give them money. I don't loan it to them because then you're expecting to come it back, right? And then that causes tension between your friendship because then you might be going out somewhere and your boy owe you $20 and now he buying the bottle, you know what I mean? But he ain't got the money to pay you back and you feel some sort of way. Well, if you boys and you like you said, you give without expectation, right? Like if I got it, you need it, it's for you. I'm not gonna expect that in return. If it comes back, it's nice if it comes back, like your grandma would say. You know what I mean? It's nice if it's come back, but that's not the goal. You're doing it because you want to be helpful. You want to see somebody else succeed, and that's something that I've been preaching to my daughter. From day one with her. I tell her all the time, if you see somebody that needs some help, just help. You know what I mean? Like, just help. Don't expect nothing else because you don't know what that means to that person. Because a lot of times we don't know what a simple, kind gesture could do for somebody. That might be, what I mean, the thing that they need to make it through their day. It's crazy how a simple act of kindness really, really leaves a major impact on people's lives, and people don't notice it or think that it's supposed to be something extravagant. It don't got to be by somebody and give somebody $1 million or whatever. It could be the kind word. You know what I mean? Like you need a glass of water. Like I'm like that. Like I got this dude that comes. He's an older guy, right? And he takes care of our yard. He old. He got to be like easily like in his late 60s, 70s or whatever. But every time he come in the summer to, rake the leaves and mow the grass or whatever, I come outside, I give him a bottle of water. Like he can guarantee that, what I'm saying, my car in the driveway, he out there, I'm gonna come down and give him some water. And that's how I see my parents raise me, you know what I mean? Like it's hot out there. You old, it's hot. You know what I mean? Like a little something. And he always said, like, you saved my life, and you see the smile on his face. So that keeps motivating me to want to do it even more because he's appreciative of it. We're not taking it for granted, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, also, like I said, when it comes down to this, being a good man or a good person, right? I think it also comes, you got to have strong morals, right? Things that you live by, a code of conduct that you honor, that you do not waver from, you know. So for you, what do you think is one of your major morals or your major code of conducts that you live by on a day-to-day basis that you won't break for anybody?
Um, I'm never gonna change who I am and who I've been being. Like, especially if you been knew me, like from the sandbox to high school to college to now. Like, I mean, like I said, we all get older, but I'm still that same person. Like the same dude to help you out, the same dude to let you know what it is, et cetera, et cetera. No amount of money or anything could change me from being who I've been being. Like. I'm just big on being me. That's really my big moral. Like I never change or break from being who I've been being.
And that is key because a lot, as we see now too, especially with social media and all these things, you can spot people being phony and living a lie,
Yeah,
and it's horrible because when you live a lie, you got to keep it up, and it's hard to keep up with a lie because a lot of times you forget. But then a lot of people lose credit, you lose that, um, lose credibility in you. They don't believe you or what you are, and they don't take you serious. So it's very important, like you said. I think that's another key about being a man of your word. Saying who you are, what you're gonna do, and you stand
yeah,
by it. You know. Um,
yeah. But a lot of people break that though. But like I said, like I feel like all I got nowadays is my word. So it's like I try to stand on as much as like everything I speak on.
every time I think about that saying when people say about their word, have you ever seen the movie Scarface?
Yeah, all I got is my word,
Hey,
and
yeah, 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 and I don't break them for nobody, and that
yeah,
that line hit so hard, so hard. Because like I said, you just gotta stand by what you say, man. Especially like that, if you gonna say you're gonna do something, do it. Honor your word because that's all you got in this world. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that people gonna believe you, and that's how you build credibility and faith. So it's very important that if you say something, do it. Stick to it, stand your ground, and honor whatever you promise to somebody. So that's definitely a key, man. Like you said, being yourself and keeping your word now. a lot of people that are talking to shows that, or just in general with my friends, right? A lot of my people's, they dads weren't in their lives for some reason or another. You know what I mean? If it was jail or they passed away, they just walked out or whatever, and didn't have a lot of key morals or good relationship with their father for one reason or another. For you, man, what is your relationship with your dad like? What has it been like?
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, that's twin right there. Like that's my twin. Like, and the reason why I say that's twin because I was born on the exact same day as my pops. Like the
That's
exact same.
crazy.
Like, and I look just like my pops when he was younger. Like, I wish I would have. If I knew like you was gonna hit me with that question, I would have already prepared it. Like, if I would have showed you a whole picture with like when he was younger, like coming up in his teenage like years, with the box top and with the fade and shit. Like, I look just like my pops. So it was like with my pops, like everything wasn't peaches and cream. Now don't get me wrong, like, but at the end of the day, like I never change up on my dad. And I never tell my dad like I wish I had another father or none of that because with him like I learned a lot. Like I learned what to do and what not to do, you know. But my pops really taught me like get that money. Make sure you get that money by any means. Make sure you have some money, like some money in your pocket because you gonna need it in the world. You gonna need it in life. Like ain't nobody gonna want no broke nigga around them, bro, all their life
Hmm.
sitting on their couch. Ain't no female gonna want no broke nigga. You feel me? Like I mean, you could be the most charmingest nigga in the world. Ain't
Right,
nobody
right.
want a nigga around them all the time. After a while, they gonna
Absolutely.
start, you know?
Yeah, that's like we said yesterday, man. You only gonna be, as good as the five people you hang out with. So, you know what I mean? You can't be hanging around with broke people. But I think that's also a thing that he instilled in you that you mentioned earlier too when I asked about the qualities that make up a good man is really being a provider. I'm huge on that. I gotta provide for those who I love, by any means necessary. If I got to do a job that I don't like, I will do it with a smile on my face because I know it's putting food on the table, or you know what I mean, like making sure
Oh
that
yeah.
my daughter got her sneakers or whatever it is. It's not about me anymore. It's about making sure that the people that I care about and that I love is right.
I mean, I ain't even got no kids, fam. But I get where you come from, cause at the end of the day, like I said, ever since I've been a kid, like my cousins, my brothers, my sisters, even my mom and dad, even though I know they working 9 to 5 to make sure we good sometimes, but at the same time, like I ain't gonna lie, mom, here you go, no $20 for lunch. I mean, I understand you made the big checks and stuff, but still, it make me feel good if you take this little $20, get you something to eat, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, I'm just big on giving back, fam. That's all. Like I just like to get back because I feel like when I get back, I'm gonna get a bigger blessing back. Like even at stores, like I can have some change left over. I'd be like, now you go ahead and keep that for your drawer, so make your drawer look better. And I walk out. And I'll just leave it at that. I don't expect nothing back. I'm big on that. Like that's my key phrase. I don't expect nothing back. You do it, you do it.
And I think that that's a great, I guess, a model or way to live by because if you don't have any of those expectations, you can't be disappointed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're expecting people and stuff like that, people are going to disappoint. It's a fact. No matter who it is, no matter what you do, man, it's a matter of that when you have expectations, you leave expectations because a lot of people they don't know what your expectations are, right? They don't they're not mind readers and anything like that. So a lot of times it's not intentional, but it's because you have a certain set expectation why you would be disappointed. So like you say that too, like not expecting anything back or doing things just to do them is very important for, like you said too, also your mental health. You don't have that sitting in the back of your head like, is this person gonna get me back, or do I gotta worry about this, or my boy gonna give me back my $20 that I let him borrow last week or whatever. You
Yeah.
live a carefree life because you're not living with expectations from people. You know what I mean? Set expectations for yourself. It's good to have expectations for you, so you know where you set the bar, but don't expect much from other people in that sense because unfortunately, you know what I mean. Like it's gonna happen at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So going on now, like you said, your dad had that into getting money and teaching you all those things, and now you started the What It Is podcast. Um, let's go into a little bit about that, man. Like what is your goal? You know, ultimately, where do you see yourself with your podcast and doing? Like, I know you want to give back, but how does giving back look like to you?
All right. Well, it's really like this, man. Like I said, like I just started this last year. Like I said, December the 8th. All right, we about to be going into February. So it's like every week is going by. So for every week, I'm just trying to put content out there. And by content, I'm talking about content, like I said, for people to get a chance to be heard or seen. Because all it takes is just one time. You
Hmm.
know, somebody like one big celebrity could just hop on the internet right now, see me and you go live right now, or after our episode, listen to our episode, see what I had going on so far as a talent, and probably hop in my DMs and say, hey, hit me up in my emails, or FaceTime me or something real quick. Just off of that right there, I feel like, all right, later on, if it wasn't for Fab, or if it wasn't for what it is, I wouldn't be here right now. That's a good feeling. I ain't expecting, like, all right, as soon as you blow, if it wasn't for me now, like, you wouldn't be who you is, nigga. Nah, I'm not even that type of person. I'll sit back and just wait and see, like, if you gonna be a good, genuine person and do all right, And then,
Yeah.
like I said, it's not really for the money, but at the same time, once that money start rolling in, it's all about putting in for the podcast, making the podcast grow bigger than what it is, giving back to the community, um, merch, of course. I want everybody to get hooked on what it is, man. I want everybody to know, like this is where you got to pull up at to be heard. You want to do something, or you want to laugh, or you just want to talk.
No, definitely, and I think that's beautiful, man. Like it's, and I guess we have that in similarity because I'm catching your vibe, but I love seeing people succeed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's something indescribable when you see somebody, reach whatever plateau, whatever it is that they want to do. Is great, and it's even greater feeling if you were able to help that person get there. You know what I mean? For me, and I didn't mention this yesterday, so, but one of my biggest fears is like this: I'm afraid to be forgotten. I want to go through this life and leave an impact on people's lives in a positive way, to carry on that legacy. Like I said, my idols, Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, these people, um, they weren't millionaires, you know what I'm saying? They weren't living in buku bucks, they weren't, you know what I'm saying, and all these things, but they left a tremendous impact on the world, you know what I mean, just by being who they were, and that's the type of legacy that I'm trying to create for myself. And the best way I feel like doing that is in helping others live out what they want to do, and give them that word of encouragement, you know what I mean? Like, or that positive feedback or that insight, or even just being there just to let people vent. Sometimes people just need to get stuff off their mind. Like, it's easier to release all that tension and pressure and all that, mental negativity that's been building up, and then just being able to tell somebody and get it off your chest and just feel so much lighter so that you could move on to the next task, or dust yourself off and tackle that problem, whatever issue you're having, again, head on. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So when you're going on here with the what it is and stuff, for you, what do you, looking back at things, 'cause, right? I want you to celebrate, your little your milestones and victories to you. And these last couple episodes you did, what do you feel has been, the biggest moment for you so far?
So far as doing what it is, like my biggest moment so far is running into my man G Ball, the creator of G Ball from the Cottonmouth series. Like that right there was a big accomplishment because like I just got on them boys like the beginning of last year. I was just on YouTube and like you know how it is when you on YouTube, you find something to watch or just laugh at to get through the day. Like I just found them boys. So after a while, it was like all right, they funny. So it was just like a certain character that just like sticked out the most. And I ended up getting on IG, like I said, doing the podcast thing. I ended up running into him, like so far as like social media. Like we've been kicking it way before my first original page. Like I had like that's when I had the 1,500K followers before it got banned. But me and him been talking like in the DMs, FaceTime. We done chop it up business wise. Uh, certain like ideas for new content so far as his end, my end. But we got a lot coming for y'all too. That's why I be telling everybody make sure you stay tuned for what it is because there's a little bit of everything going on, man. Like it's just fun. Like it's just fun, really.
And that's what I want you to stick to, man. Have fun with it, bro. You know what I mean? Like have fun with it. When you enjoying what you're doing, it's not work. You know what I mean? Like you'll go through those late nights, editing video or trying to think about ideas and all those stuff. You'll if like you said, I know you like you said you got a legit 9 to 5, right?
Oh yeah.
If you work that hard for somebody else, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna work that much harder for yourself and what you believe in, you know what I mean? Especially when it's your freedom, and give you that peace of mind. Because I think that's everybody's ultimate goal, right? Is to have that the freedom of time and money. And it's not about, to be balling, living a lifestyle, it's just to be able to enjoy the things in life, if it is taking your family out or you know what I mean, like getting your mom that car or whatever it is, those little joys and stuff is to have that freedom to enjoy that stuff. um, and this is like that's why I want you to stay with it, man, because I think, like I said, it's incredible for you know being a little bit over a month doing your podcast and meeting up with somebody like that because they funny, man. Just watching out and seeing what kind of network you've created, with somebody through your podcast and all that stuff. Because another lesson I want you to know is that your network is your network, like we say, you know what I mean? So it's just gonna get bigger and you keep those people around you and they want to succeed, you're gonna be a problem this year, bro. You're gonna be a problem. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie, like, and I can't sit here and forget about you, fam. You do a big impact on that too. Cause like I said, like when I end up finding you, like I said, I just be on the media. I'm into everything. So if I can get anything, like so far as a scoop on, cause I already like know sports, but if I can get a scoop on anything, like so far like celebrities, cause people deep into celebrities and stuff. Fashion, especially like sneakers and all that other stuff. Song that just dropped because I know I keep up with the music, especially rap. Like I keep up with rap and hip hop, or like when they come down to like OGs like you, like probably have you on the podcast one day and you want to talk about the oldies. Now I got to go ahead and run down categories like, oh yeah, you ain't about to sit here and little man me on the music OG. I be knowing, like I'm
Yeah,
into
yeah,
this
man.
stuff, real deep on anything, like anything, especially if I already seen it, been through it or was actually taught it. Cause like I said, I learned a lot from my pops. Like I learned a lot from my pops.
No, that's and it's having that impact, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, your dad had on you and having that great bond is important as young men to really, because I've seen it, man. We want our dads in our lives. You know what I'm saying? That's who's going to teach us the way and how to be all these things. And moms are great. Moms are amazing people. And they do everything they can. But it's hard for them. Almost nearly impossible to teach a boy how to be a man. You know what I mean? And what these things they can see what they want in life, and but showing them examples and stuff is a little tricky that way. So when you don't have your father in your life like that, it leaves that a piece of you missing, or something that's not there and starts questioning yourself. So I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? Having it, and it's amazing that he's been pushing you and supporting you and really guiding you on the ways of life because a lot of people don't have that. So it's something to always be grateful for. Um,
Yeah,
I, I
but
also
like I
wanted to.
said,
Okay.
don't like I said, don't get it twisted though, fam. Like everything ain't
Oh,
peaches and
absolutely.
cream. It ain't always sweet, but like I said, that my man is like that should have hurt me if I wake up and my pops ain't still here. Like yeah,
No, absolutely. I know that, and it's gonna be tough again, right? Because it's always it's the law of nature, right? It's the alpha male syndrome. Feel me? Like
yeah. I had to learn that coming up. Like I know what it is now. Like I know what it is nowadays.
because like even just like the other day, man. Me and my dad kind of had a little scrap, man, over some trivial, man. But I went over there today and I seen him, and I love my pops. I'm not gonna let that, you know what I mean? It's gonna happen, right? We're gonna bump heads every now and
Yeah,
then, with
of course.
anybody. But at the end of the day, you my dad, like you said, ain't nobody gonna replace you, nobody could be you, you know what I mean? Like I love you regardless, and we'll have our moments, but there's no at the end of the day, we all good, you know what I mean? We all good. Um And I'm glad, like you said, your dad taught you a lot of things. I know, like yesterday we was talking, and I wanted to ask a little bit about this, because I know how you said, you know, your aunt was very, very important to you, and she taught you a bunch of things too, and you know, really hurt when she passed. What are some of the things you feel that she had taught you or blessed you with that made you the man that you are today?
Man, how to talk that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, don't bite your tongue. Like, if you feel like you need to speak on something, like, go ahead and speak on it, no matter how it come out. Like, I ain't gonna really like it's all based off how people take it, you know, like anything can come out your mouth and it'll be hurtful or disrespectful or nah, I really feel that, I get that. So it was like with her, it was like, okay, when I learned that, trying to kinda adapt from her with that, and as I got older, my way of it was, nah, it ain't really disrespectful, depending on how you saying it and doing it. But most of the time, oh, you just talking your shit. So it's like it's all laughing giggles, but sometimes laughing giggles it be like it be real sometimes. Like
Hmm.
I mean on here right now, we laugh and we giggle here and there, but I hear you. Like I hear you, Fab. Like I'm listening. I hear you.
Yeah, and I think that that's definitely important that because that for me, and I'll be honest, man, it took me a long time to be able to speak my mind freely, right, and to say what I was trying to get out there because that those reasons, right? Like I always people when they don't like what you have to say, they try to make you feel bad about it. They paint you to be the bad guy. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily said as if I'm sorry if you handle it that way, like you said. You know what I mean? It's not to be disrespectful or anything like that. I'm just being honest. It is what it is, and that goes back to something that my mom always says to me too. That I've been preaching to a lot of people. Is my mom always told me I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not. Yeah, I mean, like 1,000 times because you could be peace. Like I said, it all goes back to that peace of mind. Like if you say what you say and you told them how you felt and you left it real, however they take it, it's up to them. You know what I mean? I was honest with you. I told you what it is.
Yeah, no, that's a fact though. That's like I said, I live by that though. Like I said, like it's however you take it. I ain't saying it to hurt you or bring you down or be disrespectful, but however like it came out my mouth is how I meant it.
No, absolutely, absolutely, man. And it goes back to like you said too, honestly. You know what I mean? Like just being you, being who you are, and being at peace because that's all it is, right? When you're at peace with who you are, you have a strong mindset. And you don't have that trauma, and you could be mentally and emotionally vocal to everybody, and not carry that weight. You know what I mean? Like you go to bed, put your head to the pillow, and sleep good at night. You know what I mean? Because hey, I was real, I was myself, and if people don't like it, well, they don't like it. They could take whichever they want to do, and if people who want to be there for me and appreciate me, they're gonna be in my corner no matter what. So I can go to bed good, you know, knowing that I was Rome today. You know what I mean? I was Fab today, and that was it.
Yeah.
You know, so we winding down here, man. I got two last questions for you, my man. Right? So number one, um, you know, being everything that you've been through so far in your life and things that you've seen, what do you think has been the best advice you've received in your life so far?
Damn. The best advice: stay the hell out the streets, cause there ain't nothing out there for you, bro. Like for real, like get the hell out the streets. Like if you want to make a change, like right now, bro, like knowing you got time, especially like with me. I mean, I feel like I ain't got nothing going on. I feel like I done left everything behind in the streets. You feel me? I feel like I ain't got no ops, no none of that. I feel like I ain't gotta look over my shoulder, none of that. Like I feel like I done made a clean slate nowadays. Like I ain't really hype on the streets and stuff. Like I ain't hype on a lot of stuff no more, bro. Like I said, nowadays it's all about staying out the way and trying to survive. Us as black people are dying 24/7, boy. Like it's getting worse. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, the end 2019 coming in the beginning of 2020, boy, that's when that little splurge of us then start dropping. And I feel like it's getting worse. I mean, and COVID, so it's like I just try to stay out the way because I don't want to get sick and I don't want to get set up to get killed. Ain't no reason.
No, absolutely, man. And that is so wise that you've learned that so early on, you know, and been able to find a different outlet to be able to do the type of things you want to do, right? Because like the age old saying goes, right? Idle hands do the devil's work, right? If you ain't keeping yourself busy with something, you're gonna fall temptation to the devil, and that could be like that, going to the streets and peddling drugs, or you know what I'm saying, you're doing things that you know you're not supposed to be doing, but since you ain't got nothing else for yourself, you're like, just why not, you know? And as you said too, most of the time, these people in the streets, man, they don't, they're not looking out for you. They're looking out for themselves and how they could use you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I learned that early, fam. Like I said, like, but don't get me wrong. Now I ain't gonna sit here and cap to you. Like I learned it, but I learned it late. Like I learned it mad.
Back on here, guy. Yeah, lost connection. Let me give him a minute to see come back. We could ask him the last question. But everybody that's joined on right now, man, I appreciate y'all who's been watching. I appreciate y'all following and being engaged, man. Thank you guys, so much, because without y'all, man, this show wouldn't be possible. So thank y'all for listening and having my back and holding me down, sharing, liking my content, and all those things. Don't let it be. I want y'all to know that it doesn't go unnoticed. And it is always tremendously appreciated. I think I just got him back. Yeah, yeah. All right, got you back. Got you back.
I don't know what happened, fam.
Nah, that's all good, man. Uh, so yeah, man, like you were saying, man, it's better late than never. Learning, that lesson from the streets, and getting out there. I do feel, like I said, man, you definitely ahead of a lot of your peers and everything that you're doing. Considering your age and everything that's going on for you. So, definitely pat yourself on the back for that. And know that you making the right moves, man, and you're doing a beautiful thing with your podcast. So my last question to you, as we wrap this up here for you, looking at again, your life experience and things you've been going through. If you had to look at the younger generation, or you know what I'm saying, or one of your little bros and stuff out there, what is one piece of advice you would offer them?
Um, Make sure you don't run your mouth too much, especially to the wrong people. Like the people that you think probably your friends really ain't your friends. So really think about it before you run your mouth. That's really on business moves or anything. Because like people getting taken out left and right, bro. It could be your own partner that kill you. So make sure you don't run your mouth so much. If you getting money, bro, like I said, I ain't want to sound hypocritical because I used to be that young nigga. So it's like when you getting money, bro, don't always run to the media and ready to spread that thing and all that, like because bro, that's how you get robbed. You feel me? So keep that in mind too. And my last thing, everything that look good ain't good, bro. Because these females will set you up too, bro. I'm telling you, they in the game too nowadays. Like I said, I know I'm good at retiring. I ain't got nothing going on out here, but I be sitting back and I be watching. I be seeing what's going on. Y'all females, boy, y'all like males out here nowadays. So it's like y'all fellas just be safe out here. And so far as y'all ladies, like every man don't just want one thing, but for the ones that do, make sure y'all be safe out here. You feel me?
Well, I appreciate that, man. Definitely words of wise words, man, for these people coming up. Because you said too, man. Now that's That's exactly how it is, man. You see these kids out here all quick to get on the gram and flash they bucks, and next thing you know, couple I seen that too, man. Where this dude was up on the gram flashing his stacks or whatever, and then like 2 hours later, he got another video talking about, yo, I just got robbed. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I seen that video.
you know what I mean? Like it's crazy, and like you said, 9 times out of 10, man, it's your own peoples, man, the people that you think you could trust. So I think that's very important, like you said, man. I said that actually a couple in a post a while ago too. You know what I mean? Before you start running your mouth in the streets, check the bushes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, please, but please.
Nah, man. So again, man, I appreciate you, man, being on here again. My first back-to-back guest on these shows, man. And again, I wish you nothing but success. And really, so much more blessings for you this year, man. I think, like you said, you on the right moves, you're making the right grind, man. You being consistent, you putting in that work. And you, like I said, your mindset is very, very, very wise behind your years right now. So take that into consideration and be appreciated. And that's coming, like you said, from an OG. So, keep doing your thing. I got faith in you, and I'm gonna support you as much as I can along the way, man. So you stay blessed, all right?
All right, you too, fam. That's vice versa, man. Please keep going, man.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. So you know how we get down, man. As I always say, no matter who you are, no matter what you've done, your big brother loves you. Stay blessed, everybody.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's it, catchy.
Yeah, man. I hit you with my boy RC Productions, man. He make all my beats. Again, everybody, tune in to watch, support me, like and share and everything like that. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I wish you nothing but the best and all success. Stay blessed.